start. I think what we saw has changed, at least as we look in the US, when you look at from March to now. I think in the US, in the beginning, people were really searching for the most urgent needs, like where do I find grocery delivery? How do I find out if my partner is sick or has COVID or what have you? So it was much more of those questions and less around anything to do with beauty per se. But as we've gotten comfortable being at home, that then we saw a huge rise in queries for how do I cut my own hair? How do I do my own eyebrows? How do I have an above the mask look? So that's been trending a lot lately. And things of that nature. So we've seen a lot more of like do it yourself, do it at home. And what's interesting now, given, you know, the current just climate, not only from a healthcare perspective, but politically, is people are really looking more at community and how do they support the community? How do they donate? How do they give their time in a way that is meaningful to them? We see also a lot around self-care, which I think beauty plays naturally into. How do I preserve myself basically in a time where many of us are cooped up in very small spaces. So those are the general themes we're seeing, and I can absolutely share with you the Google Trends link so you can all access it and have a look and play around. Beyond that, I always tell marketers to look within, and that's where I go back to my data soapbox, which is hopefully you've listened to me in the past and know that you've been collecting data and organizing it in a way that's meaningful for you so that you can also understand what types of consumers are coming to you and what are they looking for? How are they engaging on your website? How are they engaging on your YouTube channel or on your Instagram page? And from there, drawing deeper insights about who your target audience is and what they're really looking for and how they're changing over time. So I think Google will give you the macro view of what everybody's thinking. And if you can look within, then that will give you the idea of what your consumer is thinking about to shift and change.
Because chasing trends never works. You kind of have to
be you either are in it or you're out of it. Exactly. So it's interesting because I think beauty has always been built on this idea of having a high touch experience, whether that's a facial at a spa or lotion on your hands or a fragrance that you can smell, and really tapping into each of those sensory experiences. I think the brands that will win in this space are the brands that can innovate and rethink what it means to provide that sort of value to their consumer in a different way. So whether it's touchless hand sanitizer type lotion dispensers or VR, AR try-on, some of the different things that we've mentioned here, live streaming, I think now is the time that it's time for the West to start following China and really dig into kind of the tech and innovation we've been seeing there. And those are the brands, frankly, that will win in the future as we look forward. So